The collapse of Elias Mercer. The first sign that something was wrong wasn't dramatic. It was silence. One Tuesday morning, Elias woke at 5:15 a.m., like always. But his hands didn't shake. His heart didn't race. The craving didn't scream. Instead, there was a heavy stillness in his chest, like something important had gone quiet. He stared at the ceiling, confused. Then the fear came. He rushed to the kitchen and brewed his first cup. The smell that once felt like salvation now made his stomach twist. He drank anyway. Nothing happened. No rush, no warmth, no electricity. So he made another, then another. By 7 a.m., he had already consumed 3 strong coffees and still felt empty. That day at work, his hands began to tremble not from caffeine, but from panic. He snapped at a coworker over a printer issue, then at a client, then at his manager. "Elias," his manager said quietly, "you're not okay." Elias laughed too loud. "I'm fine, I just need more coffee." But his eyes were glassy. His jaw clenched like it was wired shut. At 10:12 a.m., in the middle of a support call, his vision blurred. The room tilted. The voice in his headset sounded far away. He tried to stand. He collapsed instead. The hospital white lights, beeping machines, a needle in his arm. A nurse told him he'd had a severe cardiac arrhythmia triggered by extreme caffeine intake, dehydration, and exhaustion. "You're lucky," she said. "Some people don't wake up from this." Elias stared at the ceiling. Lucky didn't feel like the right word. A doctor came in later. "You can't drink coffee like this anymore," he said. "Not a little less. Almost none. If you keep going, your heart may not forgive you." Elias nodded, but inside something screamed. Coffee wasn't just a habit. It was his language, his comfort, his proof that something wanted him. He was discharged 2 days later with strict instructions. He followed them. For 3 days. Then the headaches came, the shaking, the nightmares, the emptiness. By day 5, he was standing in the kitchen at 3 a.m., staring at the coffee maker like it was a god that had abandoned him. He whispered, "Just one." By sunrise, he was back to 4. By the next week, he was back to 8. He told himself the doctors were dramatic. He told himself he felt fine. His heart disagreed. The firing Elias had become unpredictable, late, snappy, distracted. He forgot passwords, missed tickets, yelled at a client who just needed help resetting an email. The final warning came on a Thursday. He didn't hear it, because his ears were ringing. 2 days later, he was called into a conference room. "Elias," his manager said gently, "we have to let you go." The words didn't land. He walked out carrying a box with a mug inside, a mug that said, "World's okayest IT guy." He laughed out loud in the parking lot, then cried in his car for an hour, the apartment. Without work, time lost meaning. He drank more. He slept less. His apartment became a museum of addiction. Cups crusted with old grounds, spilled beans on the floor, machines humming day and night. He stopped answering emails, stopped calling anyone, stopped showering. He talked to the coffee sometimes. "You won't leave me," he said. It never answered, but he drank anyway. One night at 2:47 a.m., his heart began to pound so hard he could hear it in his ears. His chest felt like it was being crushed from the inside. He dropped his mug. It shattered. Coffee bled across the floor like something wounded. He fell to his knees. "Not yet," he whispered. "I still need you." He tried to stand. He couldn't. He crawled toward the door. Halfway there, his vision went black around the edges. His last clear thought wasn't about death. It was about coffee. I didn't get my last cup. After they found him in the morning, the landlord said he smelled coffee before he saw the body. The coroner wrote, "Cause of death, cardiac failure due to chronic caffeine toxicity and exhaustion." No family came, no friends, only a box of mugs and a journal filled with one repeated sentence: "I just don't want to be alone." Final lines of Part 2. Elias Mercer didn't die because of coffee. He died because he loved something that could never love him back. And he was so afraid of emptiness that he filled himself until there was no room left to live.